As part of the version 2010.2 release of DevExpress, we've provided the ribbons gallery control from previous releases as a separate control for WinForms applications. This tutorial shows you the basics of using this control. The gallery is a control that displays a set of items as images arranged in groups. Each item can have a caption and a description that can be displayed alongside the image. The items have the capability of having another image displayed when a mouse cursor hovers over the item, the so-called hover image. Various events are defined with the gallery that you can hook into to provide extra behavior to your applications. In this tutorial, we'll create a simple photo gallery like this using the gallery control. Clicking on an image will display a large version of the image in another window. Start a new Windows Forms application. We'll call it Photo Gallery. Increase the size of the form. Now drop a gallery control onto the form and we'll set its dock property to fill. We now need to add a new gallery group. There are two ways of doing this. The first is the simpler. Right-click on the gallery and select Add Gallery Group. And there it is. The second is to use the designer for the gallery. Click on this smart tag, select Run Designer. The designer window shows up. The designer shows you the gallery in a hierarchical tree form. Note the current gallery group is already there. Now click on Add Group to add a new group. We'll call the first group Exterior and the second group Engine. Now let's use the standard property inspector. We might as well add a few items now. I'll show adding the first item in detail, and then I'll add the rest in the sidelines. We'll caption the first item as side, and give it a description of note the smooth lines. I've already created a set of small thumbnails of the original pictures for the gallery images, and another set of slightly larger thumbnails for the hover images. The image for the item I'll import from my folder of pictures. There it is. And the same goes for the hover image. Import the slightly larger version of that. And finally, I'll add a string tag that has the name of the full picture so we can pick it up later. Notice the image is a little small. We'll fix that in a moment. Now I've added a few more gallery items. It's time to set a few properties of the gallery as a whole. Under the Behavior category, there's an item called Gallery. We'll open that up. It's here that the gallery-specific properties are to be found. First, we'll tell the gallery that we'll be needing hover images. We'll set that to true. Now we'll set the column count to 3. And now we'll set the size of the hover images and the size of the normal images. The normal image size is 100 by 75 pixels. And the hover image size is slightly larger, 150 in width by 112 in height. The last property to change is to specify that the caption and description are shown for all items. This is the Show Item Text property. We'll set that to true. And notice the designer shows the gallery control active. The final step is to add an event handler for when the user clicks on an image. Switch over to the events. There is also a gallery object with a set of events. We need the item click event. Now, to display the full image size, or the full size image I should say, I'll add another form to the project and drop a picture box onto it and make it full size. I'll do this quickly. So back to the item click event handler. I can now add the code to create a new instance of that form. It's a picture box. We set the image location to gallery plus our item tag to string. And then show it as a dialog. And now we can run the application.